And the first thing that always happens is somebody's gonna modify their swing. They're going to choke up, they're going to spread out, they're going to move in on the plate, they're gonna move away on the plate, they're gonna make a move that essentially changes everything they do normally. And particularly, that's the most important pitch I get to hit. But when we look at misses, it creates tension because the minute I make a change, something's up. I have to change everything I'm doing because I might strike out. It's a bad thought. And again, the key being that as I get wider, how easy do I move? Not as well. So right away now, timing is compromised. Can I really get to a good position hit? If I fight out of a bad position, I'm consuming timing and I'm grinding. How does that help me hit? How does that help me relax enough to where I can see pitches like don't want its ball? And we talk about guys that will swing at balls in the dirt with 2 strikes. That doesn't happen anywhere it's frequency with 0 or 1 strike. Because I think it's anxiety based and most really can be tied to some bad position I get to because I changed everything. But it's tough for coaches because it's like, oh, the strikeout's such a bad thing. We're going to strike out. I'm not saying, hey, strikeouts are a good thing, but here's the reality. We are going to strike out. It's just the way it's gonna be. But an out is an out, you know? But when we look at making changes, to me, I wanna be as athletic as possible. It's important that I move on time so I can have pitch recognition. And I really wanna just relax and go see the ball. That's simple. I know my swing is built in. So, you know, obviously the kids that are like big shoulder guys, big barrel movers, guys that try to get the barrel of the ball, they're your big swing and miss guys. And we're gonna be doing a presentation on that next week as we're fabricating what creates that, because that's really a tough thing to change. Guys that are big swing and misses kind of stay that way their whole career. But with 2 strikes, that's certainly not the time I want a big swing and miss. But I'm not gonna change my swing. My swing is good enough to swing with no strikes or 1 strike. It's 100% good enough to go with 2 strikes. And if I've gotta have any chance, then that good swing should take over. But the key is if I can just relax, throw the bat around, that intimidates the pitcher.
I don't know who said it, yeah.
Yeah, but if I can just get as relaxed as possible, we talked about nasal breathing. Take all the tension out and know I'm going into my timing and just get started. Now, I will be able to have my same pitch recognition, probably fairly early. I can start reading, you know, seams and make better adjustments and swing at better pitches. Because if I change everything, I'm moving differently and I'm taking a swing I don't really swing often with. I might take my regular swing 10,000 times. But, you know, these kids don't get into their 2-strike swing. They're like, well, we do a 2-strike drill. That doesn't build it in, it's still foreign. And think about all the aspects we've ever thought about with the 2 strikes. None of them are athletic. So we're actually giving an advantage to the pitcher. And I've seen coaches say, well, I've done this all the time, the guy's seen me make contact. All right, where's effective contact? Is it across the board? The guys are good hand-eye, but we're still there to do damage. And I'm not saying hit home runs. I'm still there to get good swings off at good pitches. So I want to maintain, I'm getting a good swing off at a strike. And then thought process. Protect the plate. Expand the zone. Like, worst thing to think about. Protect the plate, I'm defensive. And that's saying swing out of the zone. And that's where the strikeouts happen. And yes, an umpire can call that pitch a strike. They can call that a strike. They can call this a strike. They can call this a strike. That's out of my hand. But I need to know my zone. I need to shrink my zone, not expand it. You want to create strikeouts? Go ahead, expand the zone outside of where you should hit. I am not playing this game to accommodate the umpire. My best success is that if I get a pitch in the zone, I can do something with it. A lot of guys talk about be late on the fastball. Okay, now you're scared. If I'm late on the fastball, that doesn't give me the breaking pitch. And we've talked, for the last 2 days about adjustability. I wanna be on time for the fastball, because you're gonna be throwing me a fastball with 2 strikes, I wanna hit it. If you're gonna be throwing me a pitch for a strike, slider, curveball, I wanna hit it. But the ability to be able to adjust between them is all we've talked about in those moves, which are incorporated into my swing. But again, maybe above all, like I said,